Hey guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Monday edition of Hybrid News Now. I just want to take a second at the top to tell you guys to expect a very, very special announcement from us tomorrow, something that we're actually very excited to share with you guys, and that actually is kind of it. So I guess we return now to our regularly scheduled programming. In our top story, we have the official first plot synopsis from the upcoming live-action Power Rangers movie. Lionsgate's adaptation of the long-running television series has been in the works for a couple of years as casting announcements have slowly trickled out, with the most recent being that Elizabeth Banks will play the movie's villain, Rita Repulsa. But we now have our first official look at the plot, so let's take a look at the quote. Saban's Power Rangers follows 5 ordinary high school kids who must become something extraordinary when they learn that their small town of Angel Grove and the world is on the verge of being obliterated by an alien threat. Chosen by destiny, our heroes quickly discover that they are the only ones who can save the planet, but to do so they will have to overcome their real-life issues and band together as the Power Rangers before it is too late. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little worried for this movie. You know, I'm not a huge Power Rangers fan by any stretch of the imagination, but everything that I'm hearing about this flick kind of it screams to me that this is gonna be another Dragon Ball Evolution type situation, but I just hope it isn't. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of the synopsis, and are you excited for this movie? In our next story, some big speculation with new reports suggesting that a familiar character could show up in Wolverine 3. Wolverine 3 has dominated the headlines recently, especially in a post-Deadpool world, as all signs point to it being the first R-rated adaptation of what is a decidedly R-rated character at times. Well, we have more news with a new story today, and the first in weeks that doesn't involve the movie's potential R rating. And that is that a familiar character from X-Men Origins, Wolverine, might be returning in Wolverine 3. Before you get scared off, it is none other than Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth, who I think most of us can agree was one of the better parts of that movie. Schreiber told MTV News' Josh Horowitz on the red carpet at the Oscars on Sunday night that, believe it or not, there have been conversations, but let's take a look at his quote. "We talked about it. I don't know. He's mentioned it to me. The Old Man Logan story, that's appealing. That's something that I can do. Old being the operative word." Talks seem to be unofficial from what Schreiber has said there and before, but seeing as the script is almost wrapped up, according to Jackman himself, we should know if he is or isn't in the movie within the next few weeks or months. In Old Man Logan's original comic book storyline, Sabretooth is nowhere to be found, but he could be a suitable replacement for any number of the Marvel characters that are in that storyline. Personally, I do hope he's in it, and I can't wait to see how this all plays out, but let me know in the comment section below where you think he'll show up in the movie, if he shows up at all. Now, on the face of it, personally, I think it makes the most sense to slot him right into Hawkeye's role in the original comic book storyline, but since someone suggested this, I've just been in love with the idea. I'd love to see Hawkeye replaced rather by a blind James Marsden Cyclops, just because of all the history between him and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I think that would be a great way to bring that character back in to Hugh Jackman's final role as the character. But, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And in our last story of the day, might we be seeing the original Silk Spectre from Watchmen, Carla Gugino, in Batman v Superman? Well, that's exactly what one fan Twitter user at TerribleOmens19 is hoping for, and he tweeted as much at Carla herself, but got a surprise when she responded. Gugino quoted the tweet and added, "You might hear me in it if you listen carefully," and added a rather sly-looking emoji. Now, the internet rumor mill got cranked up for this one, but everyone can just relax. Believe it or not, Gugino was already in Man of Steel, if you didn't know, as Kryptonian service bot Kellor. And my guess is that voice role is where we'll see her again, in some capacity, maybe in the Fortress of Solitude, which seems like the most likely place for her to end up, given her emphasis on hearing her if we listen carefully. But if she wasn't doing that voice role again, let us know in the comment section below who you'd like to see her play in the DC universe. So that wraps it up for another HNN. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that freaking like if you liked what you saw, as well as subscribing for more great content every single day of the week. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you tomorrow.